Welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to be sharing my experience in the stock market, what I did, how it went for me, and hopefully this helps you and motivates you to start building wealth and start making some money with paper assets. Let me know down in the comments below if you already have a brokerage account, if you're already putting money into it, if you're building some wealth, because it's very important to be doing something, right? Most of us are not going to want to work for the rest of our lives. So it's important that we start building wealth early on so we can have options and choices as time goes by, right? So it's very important. Now, if you watch some of my videos already, I talk a lot about long-term investing, and I do that, right? I do retirement, 401k, Roth IRA, all those things. And I have a brokerage account where sometimes I trade short to make money right now because we want to prepare ourselves for the future, but we also want to live in the moment because we don't know, what's going to happen in our future. In the sense, we don't know how long we're going to be on earth. But in case we make it to retirement, in case we make it to old age, right? We want to be prepared for that time to have options, to have choices. So definitely start building wealth long term. Now, remember, I'm not a professional. I'm just sharing my experiences with you. If you have questions, feel free to ask below. But I do definitely think it's important to start building some wealth. Paper assets is a great way. So you're going to definitely need a brokerage account if you want to start doing that. If you already are doing that, great. Let me know down in the comments your moves, but I'm going to share mine. I'm sure you're interested. So one stock that I've been talking a lot on my videos recently is Applied Digital. Now, the ticker symbol is APLD. Okay, this is important. Now, I recommend that you do some homework. Okay, go on Google, type in the ticker symbol. You can see articles about it. You can see charts on it. You can see the 52-week low, 52-week high. If you're not sure of a good website to go to, Yahoo Finance is one that has a lot of tools for you, so you can go ahead and do some homework. Because the important thing is, especially on YouTube, there's going to be a lot of videos talking about different stocks. Some people are making different videos about the same stocks, and they're great, right? It's definitely good to watch the videos. Some people, they don't really like reading, so it's better for them to hear someone talk about it. But it's also important that you learn to find these things on your own. So watch the videos, and what I would recommend, also do some of the homework. Even if you don't love doing that, just get in the hang of it because you want to do some research. But I'm going to go ahead and share my experience. So I've known about APLD for a while. And in January, February, I did some shorts, and what that means basically, if I sell a stock in less in under 12 months, it's called a short. In January, I made some money in it. February, I made some money in it. Then, believe it or not, I actually bought in it and got stuck in it because it started to go down. The market, back in January, February, it was like going up every day. And then March, we had a curveball and the market started to go down. Part of March, part of April, and then May was the recovery month. Now, a lot of stocks, like the big boy stocks, and when I say big boy, I'm talking about Apple, Google, Meta, Netflix, all these big companies that you're probably familiar with, they all recover really quickly. So the good thing about these big stocks, proven companies that are making profits, they recover quickly. Now, when there's a when there's a downfall, when there's a pullback, there's a sell off, which we experienced in March and April, they recover quicker than other stocks are small, little stocks that are companies that are yet not profitable and things like that. They take a bigger hit and they don't recover as quickly. And some stocks are not going to recover at all. So the benefit of the bigger companies, like again, Apple, Google, uh, Facebook, which is Meta, and so on, right? Netflix. Wait, I already mentioned Netflix, which was Nvidia. Nvidia is another one. So these are going to recover quicker. Now, it doesn't mean that there's no risk in them. There's risk in any investment that you do, but they're already proven. They've been making profit, so they're probably not going anywhere. Doesn't mean that they never will, right? They could definitely one day, uh, you know, you never know, right? But they're promising, and I believe in them. And usually these big companies, they're gonna recover a lot quicker. Oh, Amazon's another one. But the ones that I used to make to short-term trade, I do smaller companies. The big ones that I just mentioned, those are in my long portfolio, meaning I'm buying those with an outlook of 10 years plus. I'm just gonna dollar cost average, keep buying when I can, and I tend to buy those in dips. So in the red days, in pullbacks, I try to get as much as I can and keep adding my share count because those are down in the future. But right now, since I also want to live in the moment, right? I buy some, they're usually under $20. Sometimes I buy some over $20, and you'll see videos where I talk about stocks I bought that are over $20. But I usually tend to do under 20, and I'll try to get 100 shares, sometimes more, sometimes a little bit less. It depends on the price, and I'll try to sell it the same day as quickly as I can, get in, get out, right? And I usually am happy with just a dollar or two upside. There's been times where there's more upside than that. And there's been times where I bought in one and there was a big pullback. I believed in it and it had a bigger upside. So you can, if you're doing shorts, you can play with it how you want, right? You got to come up with your own strategy. But today, the market opened at 9:30. I had been watching it, and I was looking at APLD. I had this month I sold APLD earlier on, but today I rebought APLD. I actually bought it twice. Okay, so when the market opened, I didn't buy right away. It's a good rule of thumb to wait at least 30 minutes, kind of to see what the market's doing. Now, there are times where I'll buy right at 9:30, but it's good to wait till at least 10, kind of see what's going on. And today I bought before 10. Try and see what my entry point was, my first. I think it was about the 1380. I pulled the trigger, I bought it. It went over 14. It didn't go. I noticed that it wasn't moving like typical. I noticed the moves were smaller, so I actually sold it for under a dollar. It didn't go a full dollar. So I bought it, sold it over 14. Notice it took a big pullback. It went under 1350. And then I saw it climbing back up. I said, this is gonna have another small run. This is now before lunchtime, and I sold it. What did I sell it at? So I bought it at 1359 and I sold it on the run up a little bit over 1390. And so I made some money today in the market in the morning, and I'm sharing this with you to share my experiences, something that you can do. Now, there is risk. It's not easy. You got to find some stocks, that you think are going to work for you, that are good for you. And this may not work for you. It doesn't work for everyone, but this is just something I do in the market, make some cash short term, but I do invest long term. Wanted to share the one I did, APLD. I also did MVTS. And today I actually bought this one last week and I got stuck in it. I bought it in the mid sixes and this thing went well over $7, almost went up to 8. So I sold it under 8. I don't even know if it hit 8 because once I sold it, I didn't check how high it went. It went to 787. So I bought this thing about 660, sold it around the 750, and its high actually was 787, and it closed at 730. After hours right now it's at 740. This MVTS. So this is another ticker symbol. This is trading under $10. So this is definitely, if you have some money sitting on the sidelines, you could buy a good amount and make some cash short term if it continues to go up. Definitely do your research. But yeah, these are some of my trades. I wanted to make, the video talking a little bit about what I did, share my experience. Hopefully you find that helpful. I like to know what you're doing. I wanted to share also my opinion that having a brokerage account and putting money into it long term, doing a little bit of short term, I think that's a good strategy. Now, it's not a strategy that's going to work for everyone. It's not the safest strategy because there's always risk when you're investing. So I like to put that out there, but I like to share my opinion. I like to get people's feedback. Hopefully, you leave some comments down below. One big thing, if you did enjoy the video, smash the like button. Don't forget to hit the notification button. That way, you're informed of every time I upload a new video. And if you could do me a huge favor, especially for the small channel, if you can hit that subscribe button, if you found the video helpful, I really would appreciate it. Well, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.